Yeah, I did too, because it talked about
Um,
the business development committee. I know nothing about that, so I
Do-
put that on the agenda. I don't know anything about it.
I'm sorry, I missed the last one. So I'm kind of late to the show.
Well, I wonder if anyone would like to serve as temporary chair, if we need to just go ahead and get started, because it's also not like Eric to be late. And if he arrives, then perhaps we can let him take over. I really shouldn't serve as chair of the meeting because I'm not even a full member of the commission. I'm just a liaison, but I'm gonna make the suggestion that somebody else maybe do that, especially because I can't remember, somebody has a time constraint. I'm sorry, I forgot already who said they do today.
Patrick, I think.
Patrick said he had some.
Okay,
Yeah, that's why I have on the new business that we need to appoint a chair and a vice chair. So when the chair is not here, and then the secretary to take the minutes. So
Well, I guess we should start with that.
maybe we should move that forward.
I don't know.
Hey,
So somebody needs to call the meeting to order.
I'll start it. I'll call it.
All right, Chris.
woohoo.
Now I guess approve of the minutes from the last meeting first. And then we can go into the business, I guess.
I wrote them, so I can't say I approve them, right?
And I wasn't there.
Yeah, you couldn't make that motion.
I'll move to approve the minutes.
I'll second.
Okay, I'm gonna do this part, even though maybe I shouldn't. All those in
All in
favor,
favor?
please say aye.
Aye.
All right.
Okay, without
Aye.
objection, the minutes are approved.
Okay, now you guys want to jump down to appointing a chair and a vice chair and a secretary?
Yeah, let's do it. John, are you taking notes? I can't remember.
I will. Hold on.
Thank you. All
That doesn't mean you're going to be the secretary.
right.
Thank you. Yes.
I remember last time you made a deal with me. I took them last time. You said, Jamie, if you take them this time.
All
I'll
right.
take 'em.
Yeah, that was the deal. You're right.
Thanks, buddy. Okay, so what do we do here? We're flying without a captain to say we need a captain?
Somebody needs to
Yeah,
just
vice
volunteer to be the captain for right now and chair the meeting, because technically Todd and I really can't.
Okay,
Because neither of us are full. Thank you.
I'll
Okay.
help. I don't know all the formalities, so if I could just get some help with that, I'll be happy to.
No problem. So the next
Awesome.
thing you need to do is see if there are any visitor comments.
Okay, are there any visitor comments?
I didn't receive anything. Anybody else receive anything?
Nope. All right. So then the next thing is,
We're at old business, right, Todd?
okay, old business. And I need to pop over to the agenda really quick.
Well, it's the bicycle and pedestrian master plan.
Yeah, I
first
left
up.
it on there because nobody ever got back to me on what they wanted to do. But
Well,
I did add the Green Cities Challenge because
Yes.
I signed the city up for that. So we're now a member of that. So anybody from this commission can go to that website and you can sign up for their newsletter. And then any meetings that they have, online meetings, you can sign up for those at no charge because I paid the city initiation fee. So we're in.
Todd, hey, did you talk with City Manager Peoples about staff participation in any of those seminars or forums?
Yeah, I told her that I would, since I'm the staff liaison, that I would look at some of them and participate. So And then it
That's-
it talks about having a green committee, which is like, well, the Sustainability Commission would be the green committee. I mean, we're not gonna have employees doing that. I mean, myself, I'll be on it, but
That's great. Todd, thanks so much for getting that started. I heard from Jean that we were the first ones to sign up, so she was
Oh.
very excited. So
I had
that's
trouble
great.
getting in to sign up.
Yeah,
Jamie, I think that helps your rep, doesn't it? If we're the first city to sign up, doesn't that help your reputation?
Hopefully.
totally. Okay, so in that green,
Um,
oh, sorry, John.
Oh, sorry, Jamie. I was just gonna go back. Todd had asked about the bicycle and pedestrian master plan. And what was stated in the last meeting was that we felt that we should sit down with, I assume, Public Works
Mhm.
to understand the ability or process for bicycle lane striping.
Yeah,
Can I back up even further just a little bit, I think, John? Because even before the bicycle lane striping, you all identified 3 portions of the broader walkable, bikeable plan. And that probably should be part of that conversation as well, right?
mhm.
And I don't know, Todd, did Joanne give that to you at all? The 3 priorities? out of there?
It might be in the folder she gave me, but I haven't gone through the folder yet.
Okay. Because that seems like a place to start to me.
I think the last meeting, Eric talked about the north-south main route and an east-west main route. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, was
You know,
that?
Todd, I pulled that email up today, so what I can do is just forward it to you, so
Okay,
you
yeah.
have it easy, and then you don't have to dig through to find it.
That'd be perfect.
Yeah, and so looking at what the subcommittee summarized as 3 main priorities, and then considering what John just mentioned about striping, would then this subcommittee meet with you then, Todd, in order to start to hammer out some potential suggestions for council? Is that our next step?
Yeah, you go through me or Laura to get it to the council level. And then, as far as what streets we're doing the overlays on, right now we're in residential streets, so I don't know if we want to get the bike lanes into residential at this point yet, so.
Mhm.
So my suggestion, because what's going to happen if we go straight to council, council's going to say, okay, what does Todd think of these things? And my suggestion was that you and the subcommittee talk for a while and identify what can be done and what should be moved to council with your already input in place. I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean that you veto things in there, but you can say, here's what's more likely or less likely to happen. And at least you, when it comes to us, you know what the context is and what people are asking for and things like that.
Right.
Well, I'm happy to meet anytime between now and our next meeting and try to make myself available for that to happen. If I guess we're gonna, Elizabeth and Patrick too, we can agree on a date to carve out some time.
Yeah, and I'd be willing to sit in on that too, Jeff, assuming
Yeah.
I'll be in town.
I think we're good with 4 on a subcommittee, right? Or does it have to be 3?
I think we were trying to do 3 so that we didn't necessarily have to post them, but now that we have discovered that we have to make them official and post them, I don't know that it matters what size the subcommittee is, but that was my understanding. Am I wrong about that, Todd?
Yeah, no, I mean, you can have a subcommittee of 2. When I was at Kirkwood, there were subcommittees on planning commission, it was always 2 people, so.
Okay.
And they posted them whenever they were gonna have meetings.
Okay. Does that sound like a good plan for the subcommittee? And then John, yeah? And then so Todd, then the next steps would be you reaching out to those members and scheduling a time to chat about the 3 identified areas and striping when you're doing new, is it overlay? Is that what you said?
Yeah, we do
Awesome.
overlays. There's one of the big things in the the master plan was West Lockwood, and there's an MSD project going on in there right now. So they're gonna be repaving when that's done, which probably won't be till late in the fall. I don't know if we can look at maybe if the council wants to move forward with that, restriping that at that time, so.
Yeah, that's good information to have. It's awesome. Sorry, Elizabeth, go ahead.
I was just saying that that sounds like a great suggestion.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, so by the next meeting, then you guys will have some ideas, some firmer ideas. Is that what we're cool with? All
Yeah.
right.
I think if Todd wanted to like see what worked for him and throw out some times, and then I guess we can try and zero in from there. That's the way we did it last time anyway, I think.
Yeah, I'll reach out to the subcommittee. Laura forwarded me the email, so hopefully it's, I guess the subcommittee members are in there, so. And then John wants to be included.
Sorry. Okay, awesome. Are we feeling good about moving on past walkable, bikeable right now? Yes, groovy. Okay. Then the next thing that we were going to talk about is green cities, right?
Yeah, which I kind of jumped ahead.
Yeah, that's a.
Well,
All
if you guys,
good.
if you go to the website is stlouisgreenchallenge.com. And then you can peruse through there and look at everything. And there's you can sign up for the newsletter, which I signed up for it, and they sent, and I didn't get the thing to do to sign us up for it. And I reached out to Jean, and she goes, well, you should have got the newsletter. I said, I didn't get the newsletter. So she forwarded me the newsletter, and in there was the link to sign up. So then that's how I got us registered. So
Awesome. And talking with Jean today, earlier, she and I just kind of went over, I'm working with her on another thing for one STL. So I was just like, oh my gosh, are we in the green cities? So she was saying, and especially for Chris and Elizabeth, who weren't with us, Deb Frank was a former member of the commission, and she helped to see through the Green Cities Challenge, and we focused on the rec complex. And it's basically like almost benchmarking, finding, areas, low hanging fruit where you can change things. So like the rec complex focused on changing light bulbs and just in other ways small ways of being greener and more aware of sustainability. Also in that we worked with Yvonne. Todd, how do you say her last name?
Steingroovy.
Steingroovy, thank you. Who's our plant wizard in Webster. She's amazing. And she was really big. Yvonne is an incredible human and totally into like honeysuckle removal and native plants and grasses and that sort of thing. So that was what we did. We were part of the Green Cities Challenge. I think that was 2018 or 2019. Do any of my other people remember? Anyway.
I think it was 2019.
2019. Okay. And so I know that what we'll get to do then with Green Cities is whoever from the commission wants to attend, there's like a training seminar. In the before times, it was in person. Obviously now it's going to be on Zoom. And then Todd, probably you will sit in with on that as well. I'm super curious. I think Eric and I said we would be on that subcommittee. I don't know if anybody else committed to that back when we talked about Green Cities Challenge last month or the month before. So to sit in on that training, it's usually just like a morning training, like 8 to 11. And then from there, you can kind of go through the menu of choices and determine what area we want to focus on, and then what you know, what department, once you're in that department, what feels right. Like, it's not like these were low hanging fruit things that we did the first time for Green Cities Challenge, but it was such a potpourri of different things. And Jean said that that's totally normal for cities to do it the first time. And then usually subsequent years, they get, you know, just a little like meatier, like things that have a bigger impact, perhaps like on the bottom line, and cost savings investment, and then cost savings in the long run. So yeah, that's what I know about the challenge right now.
They have weekly lunch and learn meetings too that you guys can sign up for.
Yeah, like little brown bags, they call it,
Yeah,
and it's
brown
like a
bag,
half
call it, yeah.
hour. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so lots of good stuff. And it's really interesting too. I just started looking at, I don't know if anybody listens to Jean's podcast called Earthworms, but I was listening to that, and she talked about a lot about, like, you know, some different cities in the area that have been doing really great things. So we don't have to reinvent the wheel here. Luckily, we can look to other cities in our region for some good ideas and some good guidance. So, and that's another great thing of being in this challenge, is that we'll be able to learn from one another, or, you know, avoid some pitfalls maybe that another city fell into or something like that. So.
Just so I'm clear, is the Green Business Challenge and the Green Cities Challenge the same thing? I think we've asked this probably more than once, and I've.
No, they're different things, but Jean runs them.
The Green Cities is part of the Green Business Challenge. So they added municipalities to be part of it.
So we don't know though, Todd, when the training's going to be yet, do we?
It
have
didn't
that
say it on
date?
their website. It just shows about the lunch and learns or the brown bags.
Okay.
And there's nothing listed about any of the training yet. So I'll have to reach out to Jean and ask her.
Yeah. Since I want to be a part of that and be that, like, part of that subcommittee for Green Cities Challenge, and now that Eric's stepped away, does anybody else want to be a part of that? And I know that I don't want to spread anybody too thin who's already on the walk bike subcommittee. And if not, Chris, awesome girl, thank you. And then I can pay attention to those dates of when, like, the brown bag will come on, the little brown bag trainings, and then I'll also pay attention, Todd, to when the larger training is gonna happen and let you guys know.
The brown bags looks like it's on Thursdays, and they've already started. So there's one this Thursday, which
Okay,
is,
cool.
it's about University City food waste audit.
Oh, that's so
if
cool.
anybody's interested in that.
Could someone
Alright.
send me that link, or?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
I'll put it in the notes. I actually
thank you.
typed it in, and
St. Louis
actually
Green
it just
Challenge.
like popped me right up there, stlewisgreenchallenge.com.
Yep.
Thank you.
awesome. Thanks, John. Okay, so that is really great news that we're a part of that, and I'm thrilled. Thanks, Todd. And all right, so we're ready to move on, yeah? Feels good. Okay. Okay, the residential code amendments. That the language, the document that you attached to the email, Todd?
Yeah, that Elizabeth had put together the letter.
Elizabeth, you did that? That was fantastic. Thank you. Okay, did
So-
everybody,
Jamie, just for an update, Mara suggested to us at our last council meeting that they held open the hearing for March, but they expect then to go ahead and probably vote on it in April. And they have now started to receive some negative input as well. So if you haven't had a chance, please feel free to weigh in.
So I guess as far as the letter goes, I think what we needed to decide was if everyone else agreed with the letter so that we could send it from the Sustainability Commission. Is that correct?
That sounds right. Yeah,
Did
I
everyone
think,
Do we
Read
need
it.
to read it out or has everyone read it?
um,
I thought it was
Would-
great.
so do we take a vote then on if you're in favor of this? And then Todd, here's a question for like formalities. Like, do we have to be unanimous in something to move forward on an issue?
Just the majority.
Okay,
So I will just say, just to add, Jamie, if you're going to sign everybody's name individually, they have to consent to that. If you're signing it, the Sustainability Commission, then majority rules.
okay. Okay, so does everyone feel comfortable signing it for the Sustainability Commission? Thumbs up? Awesome. Laura, really quick too, just kind of like a, what holds more water, more weight, like the commission or individuals, or does it matter?
No, I don't know that it matters all that much. And if, you feel strongly about it, it can come from the commission and you can write individually as well.
Okay. Okay, great.
So do you want me to forward it to Morrow then? To give to the plan commission?
Yes, I think that would be fantastic. Everybody down with that? Cool. All right.
And Todd, will you make sure it's copied to the council as well? Because if it goes to plan commission, it won't automatically come to
Right.
us until later.
Yeah, I'll copy Katie on it and she can disseminate it to the council.
I don't know if I put the Sustainability Commission or if I put any signatures on it. I can't remember
Yeah,
what I did.
you have Webster Grove Sustainability Commission at the bottom, so.
Okay, perfect. Okay, great.
Nice work, Elizabeth. Thanks so much. Okay.
That's, I was at, kind of a comment and a question. I was at the February 1st Planning Commission. Didn't really talk about permeability, but they definitely talked about the, I'm trying to say sorry, I'm at a loss.
Is it the ratio?
Residences that have the
Oh.
party walls. They kept using the term party wall over and over, all the way up to 4 units across lots. Do we know where that is, Laura?
I don't know what a party wall is.
If it's like on a condo or a duplex, it's the wall that separates the units.
Oh.
They
Oh.
refer to that as a party wall. That's my new word of the day.
Interesting. So in terms of, so this is their proposal besides lot area ratio, which is the multifamily, is that?
That was the word I was looking for.
Okay, yeah, so I think it's moving forward in the same way on the same timetable. As I understand it, permeability has been sort of drawn out because they want to do that separate, more research.
I made that clear.
Yeah, and rather than holding up the other two while that gets resolved.
Patrick, thanks for going to that meeting. Appreciate it.
Yeah, just to, I think I signed up to monitor the March 1st meeting, so I'll plan to do that.
Awesome. Thanks, Jeff. Yeah, I'm on April. Does anybody need that link again, that sign up genius that Elizabeth put in? John, would you mind putting that in the notes again, please? Thanks.
You want me to put the document? There's like did you send out a Google
It was
Doc or something?
a sign up genius that Elizabeth put together for us. It's back in
Okay,
the notes from
I'll-
like 2 months ago, I think.
I'll find it. Okay.
If you have any problems, just email me and I'll
All right.
send it your way. Thank you.
I can also forward the links. It's pretty easy. If you need it, let me know.
Yeah, if you got it, just send it to me.
Will do.
Thank you. Okay, we feel good to move on.
Do they meet in the summer as well? Like May, June, and July? Okay.
Okay. Okay, the next item is in new business, I believe, and that is the partnership with the Business Development Committee. Is that right, Todd?
Yeah, that was, that's what Eric sent me in his email. He said, here, I'll read it. A representative from the Business Development Committee reached out and is interested in partnering with the Sustainability Commission on a task force. As Eric understands it, they are interested in pursuing ESG initiatives. I don't know what ESG is. Which may be overlapping, which may include improving the walkable, bikeable elements in the business districts.
So I am also the liaison to the Business Development Committee Thursday. So maybe I can try and nail down who this is and get to you, Todd, about maybe getting them on next month's agenda, or at least circulating some information so people know what we're might be talking about. So let me see if I can sort through that a little bit at the meeting on Thursday.
It might be Dr. Erbab Majid. He's a dentist in Old Webster, and he and I have, he's a really cool dude, and we did a pumpkin composting event together in the fall, and he is really interested in trying to, get some really cool sustainability focused things going to tie businesses in. So it might be him. He and I have been emailing each other, and yeah, so it could be him. I think that would be kind of cool. John, remember when we talked about like the Webster Ramble and like doing a bike thing, connecting businesses?
Yeah, I think it would be an awesome idea.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what the vein of his like what he's thinking right now. So,
that's actually really interesting, because right now one of the things that BDC is trying to sort through is how to better connect the different business districts, so that it's not all activities aren't centralized in one of them at any given time. And that sounds like something that would definitely fit the bill.
yeah, that could be fun. So TBD on that. All right, and then oh yeah, appoint of chair, vice chair, and secretary. But before we get to that, really quick, I have a question about new members and if we've had any applications for the commission. Hi, Patrick.
So I don't know the answer to that. I know that I have myself reached out to the North Webster Neighborhood Coalition, to a couple of people that I know who live in North Webster who I thought might be interested. And then I send out a little update on council stuff. And this last one asked people to think about applying as well. So, but we have been, to be honest, we've been bogged down in the Arts Commission replacements right now. And that will get resolved finally, I think, at our next meeting. And we got rid of some others that had been backed up. So hopefully we'll have a pool of interviewees. But what I can do is, or I don't know, if you're going to be, Todd, would you mind just asking Katie that and letting us know?
Yeah, I wrote a note down to check with
Yeah.
Katie on it.
Thanks.
Because we have had, so we're going to have another vacancy, obviously, here. And, you all are great and work hard, but the load needs to be shared. And one of the things I've learned so far is the more willing people are, the more work they do. So hopefully we can identify some people who are really interested.
If anybody, should we take it upon ourselves to put feelers out there or recruit?
I mean, I think that's not a bad idea. I mean, if you want to wait to hear from Todd to see how many applications we
Okay.
have, that's up to you. But to be honest, you all are the best ambassadors for the commission because, you know, you demonstrate commitment to the issue and also can talk about time commitment and things like that. And frankly, that's what people always want to know. How much time is it going to take and what are the expectations of me as a commission member?
Yeah. Okay, great. Tad, whenever you find that out about the number of applications, you wouldn't mind, can you send us an email before the next meeting? Is that
Yeah, I can do that.
an ask? That's fair? Okay,
Yeah, I'll check
Thanks.
with Katie and then I'll let you guys know.
awesome.
And Elizabeth's term is expiring in April. Is that right, Elizabeth?
Different Elizabeth, I think.
Oh,
Elizabeth Bloomfield Deal.
this is Elizabeth Shappy? Shap?
Yeah,
Really?
that's me.
Yeah.
I don't know. How
says,
often do you
you
expire?
were appointed on March 3rd of 2020 and expiration on April 1st, 2021. It's only a
So-
year?
I know, but that happened to me too. Like I took on somebody's and so
Oh,
I had to
wow.
re-up like within a year. And maybe Elizabeth, you might have taken on someone's appointment.
Mm,
So Elizabeth, what'll happen is that the city clerk, Katie Nakazano, will send you an email saying that your term's going to expire, or it may actually wait till after it expires. And she'll ask you, would you like to be reappointed? And since you haven't served a full term yet, we'll reappoint you pretty much automatically as a council if you want to be reappointed. And please say you want to be reappointed.
please.
Sure, I still want to be reappointed.
Okay, so you just have to answer Katie when the time comes and then it should be fine.
And
Okay,
Jamie,
thanks.
yours is coming up in April too.
Oh, can I just say yes right now?
Wait, Amy, how long have you been on the commission?
I don't know. I'm having so much fun. Time goes so fast.
Says she
Um,
was originally appointed in June of 2018.
Oh, well, good. Well, because we instituted something a few years ago that if you've served 2 full terms, then you have to go back in the pool of other applicants before you get appointed for a 3rd time. Just
Okay,
so people don't monopolize spots on particular commissions, because it
yeah,
happens.
I can imagine. Yeah,
And term is 2 years?
I don't know the answer to that.
I think it's 3.
Yeah.
Doesn't say on here, so I don't know.
I think most of them are 3.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Okay. So, great. Now we need to talk about chair. I like the idea of a vice chair and a secretary to take our lovely minutes. So, who wants to be chairperson?
So Jamie, I'll just throw this out there. I'll take the secretary part. I can't take chair. I've got too much other stuff going on.
John, thank you for
Thank you, John.
taking our
But
lovely minutes.
I take a lot of notes in my professional life. So what's a few more?
Bless your heart.
I think you would make a really great chair.
Is that a nomination?
vote on that?
My nomination for you.
Yes, I volunteer Jamie.
I second.
Okay, I'll be chair. Who's gonna vice chair this with me?
The vice chair would run the meeting when Jamie's not here.
Have you guys done this like rock, paper, scissors thing yet?
I'm happy to sub for Jamie when she's not there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so I think maybe just for like rules of the game kind of thing, that you actually have to vote. And you can vote on it as a slate of all 3 of you at the same time, but there does need to be a formal vote.
Do we have enough to vote?
Oh,
We have
good
5,
question.
so that's
Yes, you
Majority.
have the bare minimum number.
Okay.
No one leave. Okay.
Okay, so
So would either Chris or Elizabeth make a motion to approve the slate since you're not on the slate, and the next other one can second that, and then we
Thanks,
can
Laura.
be done.
I submit, is that what you say?
It's fine.
Okay, I submit the slate of Jamie as chair, Jeffrey as vice chair, and John as secretary for Sustainability Commission 2021, February 22nd.
I second.
That's great.
Okay, so now Jamie, you have to call for the vote.
Okay, and now we're gonna vote. All in favor of this slate of humans? Put your
Aye.
thumb up. Say aye.
Aye.
Motion passed. I'm gonna be the dorkiest chair ever in Webster, just warning you all.
Thank you, Jamie.
Robert's rules
Thanks,
are
everyone.
great evening entertainment.
Okay, Todd, do we have anything else?
No, just the next meeting will be March 15th.
Okay,
Back on the regular third Monday of the month.
Just one update for me, and that is we now finally expect the development strategies assessment of the big redevelopment project within the next few weeks or so. St. Louis County was slow in getting some data to them, so they couldn't really finish their assessment. So I expect that which has been on hold for several months may start moving again within the next month. I don't know how it's going to move because again, I haven't seen the report yet, but just I know that this group cares about that a lot. So just you might, if you have not subscribed to the updates from the city, I would go ahead and do that. You can do that from the main page. It's a notify me thing. And so just so you know, and I will try and keep you all informed as this gets started again.
okay.
Hey,
Good to know.
Laura, has there been any discussion at the city about when the commissions are going to move from Zoom meetings to meeting in person?
There has not, in part because that will depend a lot on St. Louis County. We are still operating under their recommendations. And so, those meetings in which we don't get a lot of public attendance will likely be the first meetings to come back in person, but we have not even begun to discuss that.
Okay, just curious.
Yeah. I will tell you, there are a couple of commissions that are pushing that they want to go ahead and do in person. And so far, the decision has been no, because the environment just doesn't allow it yet.
Yeah. John, are you eager to meet back in person?
Yeah, I actually, I don't want to take undue chances, but I do
Right.
prefer the in-person meetings, yes.
Yeah. It would be great to say that in August or something, we can start in person at the latest.
Yeah, I was
but-
just curious if the city has been discussing it, but it sounds like, you're kind of taking your cues from the county.
And we are, because they're the ones with the health department. We don't have a health department, and that's sort of who you follow.
Good stuff. Okay, anything else? Anyone? All right. Great. Well, thanks everyone. And I guess we need to make a motion to adjourn.
See, you've got this down, Jamie.
Chris, you motion to adjourn? Can I get a second?
I have to motion to adjourn. I was muted. Sorry.
I second.
Thanks, Chris and Elizabeth. Okay, so we'll see you all March 15th.
Yep.
Awesome. Great. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. Thanks to those of you who are going to serve as officers. You got
Yeah.
roped in today, so thanks for being willing.
Thanks, everyone. That's awesome. We're gonna have fun.
All right.
Thanks.
Thank
Bye, everybody.
you.
Bye.